After a Minecraft theory goes wrong, I fall into an ocean and wake up in a new dimension. This is Minecraft Into the Abyss. In day 5, after finding the first monolith, I went back to Steven to see what he had to say. I told him I found a page and he gave me some weird crafting recipe for a book. It looked like the recipe needed 3 pages from the monoliths and then one horn thing. I looked back to see what it was, but he never told me what it was. It looked like it would be dropped from some sort of mob, maybe if I killed the elder or something. I started my journey to look for the 2 other pages, and I'm just gonna let this play for itself. Yeah, so I don't know what I did, but I recommend not doing whatever I just did, or else you probably will die. I got the elder boss bar again, and I was really determined to find the elder this time. I don't know why it wasn't spawning, or I couldn't see it anywhere, but 2 of them showed up, and I looked everywhere, and I could not find a single trace of an elder. Things started to get problematic when I ran out of food, and when I had no sprint, I couldn't run away from these annoying white things, so I had to block myself in. But as if these eyeball things weren't annoying enough, they actually go through walls. I recommend never going near these things in the abyss. I finally found more abyss cows, or whatever you call them. I actually do not know the name of these mobs, but I mean they dropped cooked steak, so must be a cow, right? These are pretty much the only source of food in the abyss, so I recommend finding a plains biome fast. While I was searching for more cows, I came across the second monolith. I went over to it and started hitting it, but I forgot it doesn't work that way. You have to right click it. Also right click it without a sword. I got a second piece of paper. This one was called number 32. It feels wrong. The name definitely gave off some creepy vibes, but we were in the abyss, so I guess it makes sense. I only had to find one more monolith, and then I had to deal with the horn thing. I got an elder boss bar again, but just like every single time, I could not find it. In the last episode, I determined that the Roka boss bar was actually a sign of a monolith, but now I don't think so, because when I found this one, it did not have a boss bar, and yet the boss bar still showed up, so I think the Roka was actually a boss. While I was trying to figure this out, I had probably the closest call with death of the series. 1 heart left. I really recommend carrying around a water bucket because I did not do that. But in my defense, I really didn't think there was iron in the abyss, so there was just no way I could make a water bucket. I should probably start keeping the totem in my inventory now. While I'm here, I should mention that this forest biome is definitely the most dangerous biome. The soul guards are very hard to take down, and you will be constantly blinded. I searched for probably an hour for the next monolith, and almost missed it in a pool of water. But I caught a glimpse of it, and I broke it. It gave me a piece of paper, and this one was called number 49, the end of time. As if the other one wasn't creepy enough, this one was definitely end of the world vibes. I had all 3 pages, now I just needed to find the horn thing, but I didn't really know where to go looking. I had a feeling it was one of the bosses. I went back to the forest and I got the Roka boss bar again. Maybe the Roka was actually a boss. I went through the trees a bit and I actually saw something. It said level 10, the Roka. This was actually the boss that I've been looking for. It didn't charge me and I didn't even know if I was strong enough to take it down. I got a little closer, and I broke these fire planks because I did not want to catch on fire in an important situation like this. I was really close to him, but he did not attack me. I started swinging at him, and he still didn't charge me. It seemed like he was stuck in some sort of tree. So I completely took advantage of the situation. I wanted to see how much damage he did, so I let him hit me, and he only did 0.5 hearts. So I'm pretty sure this wasn't the Roka, the one that Steven was talking about. I took down the Roka boss, and he actually dropped the horn. That was the 4th element of the crafting recipe I needed. I picked it up, and it was called a Roka horn. I made the crafting recipe that Steven taught me. I put the 3 pieces of paper in, and it gave me some weird text. It was some sort of book, so I picked it up and read it, and all of a sudden my vision started going blurry, and it gave me a really weird message. It said 1 letter at 1, 1 letter at 3, 1 letter at 7, 1 letter at 9, and book in the middle. I tried waiting to see if the book would say anything else, but it just kept repeating that same message. But I think I had a genius idea about what the message meant. I think it was a crafting table, and 1 paper goes in the 1st slot, the 3rd slot, the 7th slot, and the 9th slot, and then you put the book in the middle. Maybe this was some sort of crafting recipe to fight the final boss. Who knows? Either way, I still need to find 4 more monoliths. I talked to Steven again to see if he had anything else for me, but he just had the same quest for me, so it looks like I was at the end of the line. It looks like I have to find 4 more pages and craft this mysterious recipe in day 6.